just wanted to make sure. Okay, so again, good evening, guys. So we're talking about the upcoming ball. Our first ball was in 2023 with Anarchy. We came up with that theme. It was supposed to be like an uprising. And when I sh when we talked about that with Queen Mother, we did an amazing job executing the categories and loved the theme, loved everyone. Still appreciative of all the 2,000 people that came out that night. Definitely had moments. Our big grand prizes that night was the American Runway and the Butch Queen face for the $11,000. Shout out to the icon Exotic Mugler. It's also his birthday today, so shout out and happy birthday to him. A lot of
Happy birthday.
um, shout out. We had the Catwoman category. We had just all across the board. It was great categories all night, and now Phoenix. So Misha, give them a little background on what the Phoenix, why the ball is called Phoenix, and why we chose this as the theme for this ball.
So for us, Anarchy was definitely, I think for us was like a just like stamping our making our mark on Ballroom as a new house, a newer house. Even though a lot of us have been in ballroom for, as you know, many, many decades, being a newer house and just really wanting to kind of like set yourself apart and really make a statement, just with things that were happening around the time, just politically, and just wanting to make sure that we actually had a message, that we had something to say. So I feel like that was us really just letting Ballroom know that we're here to stay, we are a force. Of course, a lot of us in our respective categories, um, people definitely know that, they definitely feel that. But as a house, I felt like we really, really needed to kind of solidify ourselves and to really set ourselves to the standard that a lot of us have come from, and just making people know that we are definitely here to stay and we have something to say.
That's right.
With Phoenix, being that five is like a very mystical number, like it perfection, spiritual aspiration, you know what I mean? Like completion, things like that. It's our 5 year anniversary. We really, again, wanted to say something that was very powerful, that's very true to us. I feel like we're a very spiritual house. We're a very spiritually empathic house. Like we feel things very deeply. We
Right.
don't do anything that's just like just to do things. Like we like to do things for a reason. We like for things to really be impactful. So rebirth, a lot of us, especially a lot of us in our personal lives, have really gone through a lot of different transitions and rebirths, and
Oh, yeah.
a lot of sometimes people look at change as a bad thing. You know what I mean? But change is really it's that's just the natural order of things. That's just how life is. You know what I mean? And you can either let the shit that you're going through break you, or
Right.
you allow it to build you up and raise you. So we thought that Phoenix was definitely um the thing that we wanted to say, you know what I mean? Especially with
Mhm.
all of the things that we've been through. So I think it really kind of like symbolizes everything to a T with what we've gone through individually and as a house, honestly.
It definitely sums it all
And
up
also
for us.
as a community too, right? Like we
Right.
don't know what's gonna happen in the next year. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Misha. Another thing, well, people that do know, in Misha, but in the community, you're Meeka, but Misha, thank you for saying that because you also know I've always loved Phoenix, from comics, and I love the meaning of it. I
wasn't
always
your
said if I
first
had
ball, The Rise of the Phoenix?
yes, my first ball was called the Rise of the Phoenix, and not to mention, I always back then I would say, oh, if I ever had a house, I would name it Phoenix, but I always thought that it would be corny because it's like one Phoenix, two, I didn't think that it would translate well, but that meaning is a lot. Plus, it also goes to the foundation, piggybacking off of you, and I'm gonna use three of y'all. For a lot of people that don't know, Sutan, for example, was not new. Sutan, we'll start with him. He started in the 90s. Him and I was in our first house together, that was a House of Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Sultan was from Aphrodite. He went to Allure, um, and he was there. And Sultan originally started walking balls, walking phase, and then he ventured to the sex siren into the 2000s, and then he took a long break from ballroom. So me asking him to be a father because I always felt like Sultan was, I mean, y'all can see, but I think that he is, he himself is a standard. I also think that I wanted to represent old school generation and just coming from the House of Allure and being an Aphrodite prior, I just felt like I wanted him to represent the old school generation and just give that grown and sexy. And then for Ronaldo, even representing the Phoenix, Ronaldo came into the scene, as we all know, very young. We've literally seen Ronaldo grow up. You've seen him grow up. And one of the reasons why I even made Ronaldo the father, the other overall father, the co-father, was because I wanted people to kind of see the separation from Ronaldo as little Ronaldo, young Ronaldo, to grown man Maurice. You understand what I'm saying? And we would be wrong if we don't say you can see the growth and just the change and the shift. And I wanted people to recognize that Ronaldo is not that young Vogue film from Chicago, the Tina Turner, that he's also a great leader. And just watching
Oh yeah.
him the so much these last few years grow, and still watching him grow and learn and sponge it all up from us.
Yeah.
And for Misha, we've been on so many different journeys together. And, we both, was in the House of Prodigy for years. And she was, founding mother there and just so many things. And she took a very long break from Ballroom. And to be honest with you, she was never really going to return for her personal reasons. And then when she decided to come back, it kind of just aligned with her slowly but surely coming here. And I always look at her as the ultimate phoenix rising back from the ashes, just, and then having this resurgence again in her journey. You understand? So all of it. And then anybody that knows my story, from craft to Google funding, you know what I'm saying?
Not the Google funding.
What's that?
But I've worked hard to why does Kyrie keep calling me? He probably like, bitch, y'all on this live, where the fuck am I at? He keeps on calling, bitch. Let me just text him and say we're on live. Yeah, I think he's back from his vacation. I think he got back today.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Today, so he must be back.
and we wanted to do that. So we are very intentional when we do these things. So we like to celebrate the old school and the new school and marry the two. I'm a firm believer in that. I am a believer in being progressive. I am a believer in respecting old school values, but understanding that it's a different time. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. We on live. Come on.
You want to check in?
Right. Yeah, so it's very important that we respect those values. So we wanted to do something different. We're gonna talk about the first grand prize before we lead into the big one. So we did the face, we did the sex siren, it's always controversy over those, look categories. So we said, what are we gonna do different? Let's give Oldway their deserve. The first Vogue category of Ballroom that I don't want to say because it's still there, but we all know that that's the foundation of performance. And we all know that it does not nowadays, of course, Vogue Femme and Femme Queen Performance and, feminine, femme performance, that's the main, but performance started with the old way. We said, let's give the old way people their life. This is the biggest old way grand prize in ballroom history. Shout out to Monster Energy for coming to sponsor this. Very much looking forward to that. So let's start off with that right there. I'm going to read the category. I want you guys to give your thoughts to the people, and then we'll go in specific what we're looking for, so we have no issues. Okay.
Okay.
So the category is open to all Oldway, yesteryear. Let's take it way back with a fashionable twist. Our first illustrations of Vogue, the old way, took inspiration from ancient Egyptian art poses, turning them into exaggerated movements to tell a story of defiant self-love, worth, and power. Tonight, we want to see fashion, style, grace, precision, popping, locking, dips, and spins that evoke the time when ballroom's elite performers graced the floor. No costumes. The
Love
look
it.
must the look must be a fashionable interpretation of ancient Egyptian looks, calling all non-legends, legends, and icons. Three trophies. Grand prize is 15,000.
Wow.
Runner up is 2025. Shout out to My Rock Productions. Shout out to Monster Energy for sponsoring this category. We are very appreciative and thankful,
Come
and
on,
we hope
15,000.
we hope that they give you as much joy that night. So let's first discuss it.
Okay.
We want Old Way. Old Way. I've gotten many, I can't speak for me. I've gotten many messages asking me, can the women walk? Yes. A lot of y'all trained the women, so I don't see the problem with it. A lot
Right.
of y'all have trained the women. A lot of y'all have hit me up prior to this ball about your students walking and things like that. So yes, the women are able to walk this ball. But I want to say this. We are looking for the best of the best. If you are new in walking this category, my suggestion is that you do not walk. And I say that with all due respect. We want to see the true Oldway performers, ones that have mastered the technique, one that have put time and effort and energy, that has taken this performance and put the root of Vogue into it. That's what I can speak for, that I truly want to see. When I say no costumes, we do not want to see Egyptian costumes out there. We've all seen Egyptian costumes on this phone, on this phone, so y'all know what I'm talking about. We want to
Right.
see a fashionable twist. We want to see you take a look that you see from ancient Egypt or anything and put your interpretation, but it must be fashionable. This is for a large amount of money. We want the performance, and we want to see you in fashion, whatever. We're not looking particularly for labels. It can be something that you go to that's custom for you, but it must be tailored. It must be created. It must be beautiful. We want to see art. We want to see it. We want to see art on the floor from your performance to your look. We also want to see it be functional. We don't
Right.
want to see it falling apart. I don't give a freaking that if it's, I don't care how beautiful it is either. If you're not able to vogue and perform in it, that means it's not functional. All of
Right.
Mhm.
that must go hand in hand. Everything must go hand in hand. So you have to also be smart with however your look is, making sure that you're able to perform in it and that it's functional. That's going to fall apart and it's not going to restrict you from locking and dipping and spinning and popping. You have to think about that as well. So put thought into the look. I will have, we are going to have old way judges and fashion judges that know performance judge this category. So that way they are judged fairly. You will be judged on your look and on your performance.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. There will be 3 trophies: non-legends, legends, and icons. When the winners of those particular categories win, and have time to battle for the cash. However it goes, 2 will battle first, and then when it's the last 2, the runner-up will get 2,025, and the winner of the night will get $15,000. So 2 people out of the 3 will be going home with something.
That's
So
nice.
again, that's the category. Do y'all have anything, Meeka, Renaldo? Y'all are both provokers. Y'all are performers. Is there anything that you're particularly looking for and that you definitely want to see that night?
Mommy, you want to go first?
No, baby, I want you to go first because
Ah.
I'm talking before.
Yeah, I think for me, I want to see the art of it. I want to see shapes. I want to see lines, and I want to
Share
feel
this
your
live. Share this live. Go ahead.
and I want to feel your energy from the back. I think old way, it's like it's an energy. Like we supposed to feel you from the back. So for me, I really want to feel it. I want to feel your energy. I don't want to be like timid. Like if you coming to get your tens, you coming to get your tens. It ain't no like I think I'm gonna pop out. So I want to feel that energy, and I also want to see the art of old way. Like I want to see the shapes, the lines, the spins into the dips and everything. So that's really what I'm looking for. And like you said, like make sure the look is on point. Give me some accessories, give me some rings, like give me some bracelets, all of that. I'm looking for the fashion and how creative people can get with the whole look as well. So that's what I'm looking for.
It looked like you spent money on the look. We're getting into the details of it all. The $15,000 category. So, bring it and look good doing it.
Yeah, I feel like I always say this quote all the time. It always sticks out to me when Dorian Corey was in when she said in Paris is Burning, she was like, they're always trying to push the old school out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Old Way is definitely, in my opinion, I feel like it's been one of those categories that's slowly but surely like being trying to be pushed out and kind of like forgotten and paid, you know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
feel like, oh wait, they don't get the proper like recognition or homage that it really, really deserves. It's a very artful, technical, it's beautiful. Like 2 of my favorite categories, you already know what they are in ballroom. Top 2 will always
Mhm.
be runway and Old Way, always. Um, Oldway is the foundation. That's where we get our hands. That's where we get our poses.
Mhm.
I don't see a lot of that in any performance, really. Like very few that I see, and I feel like for Oldway, like we need to really like make sure that we keep it the way that it is, you know what I mean? And really kind of like we don't have to push it out. Like, okay, there's room for newer categories, absolutely. But I think we need to really, really make sure that Oldway, especially Oldway, because it's such a an older foundational kind of art, we need to really preserve that and really come correct.
Right.
When I watch Oldway, some of the people they used to give me chills watching Oldway, like a real fab Oldway performance, just really they
Ira,
make you feel it. Yes, Ira, Dewan,
Derek,
Derek, like Muhammad, you know what I mean? Like all of these people and so many more, you know what I mean? Like real old way, like they would just hit the floor and it's just like it was amazing. It was really, really
chills.
amazing to see. Yes, chills. I want to see that. I want to see performance. I want to see hands. I want to see those poses. I don't want to see people like going in it and falling out of it and they're like shaking while they're doing certain things and like the look has to be on point. It's $15,000. Like people aren't really giving life to this category the way that they should. This is
Right.
your night. This is your time to really come out and really do your big one. You know what I mean? And really show the fuck out and really let people know why. Because a lot of people can go to other categories. They can do new wave, they can do performance, they can do whatever. But so I think I really appreciate a person who says, you know what, I like Oldway. I want to do Oldway. You know what I mean? Because that to me shows that they respect the foundations of ballroom. Like they get it. You know what I mean? Whenever I see an Oldway performer, so I'm hoping that that's what I see on the floor. Like I see some people really come and really just bring it and turn it the fuck out, looking amazing,
Hmm.
just looking
That's right.
amazing, voguing, and I'm talking about voguing down, making sure that your musicality also is on point, that you're just not doing moves, that you're actually like
Mean
you're
something.
one with the beats, you know what I mean? Like you're really in it, you're telling a story, you're really, really feeling it. Like that gets me up.
And piggybacking off of something you said, Misha, too, it must be clean. The performance has to be clean. No, like don't if you should be using these next 3.5 months to practice. Like even for those that like are true OA performers, but if you know you ain't been out there in the last 5 or 10 years, then you need to be conditioning your body because you're gonna need stamina because there are certain people that are younger and faster, and that's not shade, but you want to be able to not just keep up with them, but you want to be superior. You want to know that you don't want to look back after it and be like, damn, I wish I would have prepared more for it. Damn, I wish I would have, really conditioned myself for it. You don't want to have those things. You want to be like, damn, bitch, I went out there and gave my all. Like I went out there, for those that smoke a little less. You know what I'm saying? Drink a little bit more water. I'm being serious. Work in your core. Like there's certain things that if you're going to do it, really do it so that way you know you gave your all. I feel like you need to prepare for this and treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows when they'll do something like this again. And those are my feelings. So that is the old way category. So
So who do you guys want to see out there on the floor?
anyone, I of course I have people I want to see, but I'm going to refrain from that this time because I don't want them saying it's set up for them to win. So what I will say, what I
We're
will
not
say
gonna
is,
go.
People.
what I would say is this: I truly want anybody that's going to come and deliver the category, old school or new school. I want to see them all. The ones that all the things that we all just said on this phone. That's what I want to see. But I also want to see who's going to bring the fashion to it. That's what I want to see. Like who's going to bring?
Can you do both? Right.
That's an important part to it.
Gotcha.
Who is smart and who is functional as far as with the look that they did. Who is smart? Who is creative? Like think colors. What's going to stand out. The eyes. Me. I'm visual. What stands out. Little things like
I'm
be
glad you said
methodical.
that. I'm so glad you said that because I think sometimes newer people, especially if they see a category like that where there's like icons or like legends and stuff going to be walking, I feel like that's intimidating. And sometimes ballroom can definitely be very political. I tell you, this is one of my pet peeves is somebody who has some kind of seniority in ballroom or longevity in ballroom just winning over someone that we know is chewing it, like just how unfair that is, you know what I mean, just because, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that. I really hate that. So I want anybody who is going to embody this category, whether you're older, whether you're newer, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean, and really come out, because it is yours. It's yours for the taking. I hate that. I really hate that, where it's like, no, honey, you will definitely be, treated very fairly, and make sure, bitch, if you're doing your big one, you're doing your big one. You're walking away with that money regardless, you know? So I just really want to make sure that that's said.
Totally. I said, is he about to roll on? Like, Sutan, I cannot deal with you.
I was moving it out the way. I'm not. I'm mad you saw that. I was getting this shit out the way. I didn't do it fast enough.
and that is our overall father. Yeah.
Whatever.
So thank you. But listen, we're giving y'all a preview next week, like we said, we're going to promote, and we're going to give y'all a full synopsis of everything. So yes, now the next thing, this is something that I would say probably I spoke to Meeka Renaldo about very long time. I've been wanting to do this. I actually wanted to do this the last house ball, but I waited, and I'm glad we did. And I want to first say, I and my team what was very, I knew, of course, I know my bulls are very anticipated. I know people love to come to them for a lot of reasons, but I also didn't know that it was going to be this many, because I know how hard it is for as a house category. That's why the last ball we made sure we had as a house categories, because a lot of people were saying, especially around that time, damn, what happened to as a house categories of balls? So that's why in house balls we want to make sure we give as a house categories. But we was we wanted this category because we wanted to represent us. One of the reasons why I called Alpha Omega, because it's for the beginning and the end, and I wanted, everyone, every member to be, be the epitome of their category and be like the definition, and it makes sense, and it is who it is, whether coming in new as far as, and then just building to that. So this category is very special to me, and I was very honored. We are honored that 10 houses have officially signed up for it. You cannot sign up now.
Yeah, let's
The,
go.
the date the date passed. It was November 1st. House, which did reach out to me today. Unfortunately, I had to let them know, being fair, we can't do that because those houses, and I gave you guys more than enough time. But thank you for attempting. And the 10 houses that have officially signed up, I know things happen. I hope that the 10 houses will still be in at that time. But even if it's 8, I'm going to be very happy. So the category is the be alls to end alls. As a house, $10,000 as of right now. One face,
Nice.
one fashion, one runway, one Vogue, one realness. Every house has those individuals that talents and gifts are truly the beginning and the end. Tonight, in a 6-minute production or less, present those extraordinary beings. Showcase their categories in your house colors. Each member must be the upper echelon and epitome of their category. Your house must sign up to walk this category by November 1st, which has passed. Each house that signs up will receive their number slot for their presentation. I will be administering those numbers next week. In the order that you guys hit me up, I have it written down. I will give you the numbers, and let's talk about the rules. Again, thank you to every house that reached out to me in regards to walking this. There's been different questions that I want to clear up. First thing, I do not want to see new people walking this. It's no shade. Not to say that there are not new people that just enter in that are not giving the Alpha and Omega as far as themselves. But I want to see some tenure. I want to see some tenure in them. I want to know that they won grand prizes. I want to know that they are known for their category, that they have epitomized their category, that they are the echelon of their category. Every house, we all know this is the moment where we have to be honest with house members. It's not being shady.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we have to be true, honest, because of course, there's going to be people like, hey, but the ones that, the heavy hitters, not shade, the ones that is the epitome of that category. I could name names of people's houses and name who I think it is, but I'm not going to do that because y'all better figure it out and y'all better know who the alphas and the omegas are in your house. But what I will say is that I want to see for each of those categories, each one, the best of their best, the best of your best in your house colors. Now I'm going to make an exception to one thing because A couple people brought this up to me, and I definitely understand and agree. So for the fashion of each house, you do not have to be in all of your house color. It can be incorporated in, but it still must be cohesive with the whole house presentation. Definitely, I do not want to limit the fashion person, especially with seasons and everything of whatever your house color may be. If your house color is purple and gold, you may not find, I get it. So, and if you're a fashion person that's a labels known for a labels fashion, or they're known for, I get it. So you must incorporate your house colors in there, whether it's accessory, but it still must be cohesive with the overall spectrum of your house and of your house colors. Like if your house colors are purple and gold, and I better see purple and gold worked in that look. I don't want to see everyone else purple gold and you're in all black or you're in silver. That's not going to fly for me. It still must make sense. We must still know, okay, we know you're with them. Okay.
Yeah.
When we say 6-minute production or less, me personally, short and sweet is always best for me. Just being honest, because things get clunky, things get messy. But this includes your setup time. Now let's talk about props. This is the category we are allowing props for. But I'm going to tell you now, you must take your props with you. We only want movable props that can be easily brought on and brought off the runway. We do not want props that are going to be having to build it on the runway and build it there. You must take your props on with you and you take them back with you and you take them out of the ball. They cannot be left at the ball. As you guys know, I've been through some things with this place. We have a very good situation going on to make up for the last situation. I want this to be very smooth. So for me, I'm more focused on the concept and of the look and of the talent. So, but if there have to be props, the props must be able to be move on and move off. We will be giving everyone a scoring sheet on presentation, on whether they was the epitomes of their category, and of course on the production. We want to see some gag factors, like bring us one of your epitomes that hasn't been out in a while. Bring us one of those ones that maybe we know is the epitome. Surprise us. We want to be wowed. We will have, of course, our regular judges, and we will have these three on the panel as well for this category. I don't want houses to worry unless you are a fierce chop. I am going to be very strict on this. Unless you are just not it at all, I'm going to be very strict on not chopping because I'm going to be still appreciative of houses bringing it for this category. And I'm going to be very honest because I know how hard it is to do it as a house thing. So unless you just didn't follow any of the rules, we're going to still be, but you just won't win that night. I'm just going to say that. So we want to be wowed. We want to be surprised. We want to really gag. Please. And you must be the epitome in your house colors. Fashion, you only have to incorporate your fashion, the house colors. That's that. I'm going to be doing a live next week again with the team. I am going to knock down this Friday. Several people have asked me if there is ways to work out, like for each house, like if they want to do lighting and stuff like that. I have a meeting with Knockdown with their production manager. I am going to ask these questions out of respect for people that really want to bring it. If that is going to be the case, I will ask you to come to the venue early that day at 12 o'clock for the instructions for each person. If it becomes a clusterfuck, then that's not going to happen. Simple as that. But if so, I'm going to do my best to make that happen. But definitely music and everything is allowed and just the best of your best. And again, as far as the fashion portion, you just have to incorporate your house colors in there somewhere. It still must be cohesive with whatever your overall theme. Cannot be new people that just entered in Ballroom, no matter how fab or how effective they are. It must be the best of your best, the upper echelon, the epitome, the alpha and the omegas in your house, the foundation. That's what I would like to see. Do you guys guys and gal want to? Yes, of course.
I can't wait to see this brought to life.
I can't wait either.
I'm excited to see it. I wish you had a sex siren in there, but you did not include that.
What? Because we have sex sign as a house, and we have the So that.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to see it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said face, fashion, runway, Vogue. What else?
Realness.
Read it
Realness?
yes, I'll read it to you one more time. Since Queen Mother wasn't paying attention, I'm gonna read it to y'all one more.
All right, here we
Can
go.
we give it up for the queen who looks so
Nice. I
beautiful
thought it was
tonight?
gonna be nice.
Yes, protect her. That's all they do, y'all. Protect her from me.
Leave the queen alone. She's sitting tonight.
I'll say tonight. You caught that tonight.
I mean,
Okay. All
That's
right,
fine.
y'all. All right, y'all.
every
Every day.
We gotta love each other in front of people, y'all. Okay.
yeah, every
One face, one fashion, one runway, one Vogue, one realness.
okay, good.
Okay.
So
Here she go.
for realness,
Mm-hmm.
what are you looking for the realness? They can just come in just as long as they're in the house colors like realness,
Whatever.
or they have to be in like a fashionable look?
That's a good question.
Whatever their theme is, whatever their house colors, whatever their theme, whatever they're going for, like their ultimate realness, whether it's femme queen, whether it's butch queen, whether it's trans man, just their ultimate realness, whoever that is, he or she may be, and
Just be real in it.
it's representing in their cohesive theme that represents their house colors.
Right.
Well, my other question was, okay, let's say this is a newer house, or let's say someone have been walking and conquering for the past 2 years. And they are definitely the epitome of that category. And they're also new to Ballroom and also in this new house.
Has to be proven, but that's not really what I was looking. I said the upper echelon. Now, if there's someone I can name people, we have a few. Giselle has conquered Ballroom last year. Rebel has Kyrie conquered Ballroom. Those are the epitome echelon. I can name certain people like that that've done it. But I'm talking about shout out people, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like the upper echelon, they are the epitome of that. They have stamped their name. They're no. I'm not saying someone a star. If they're a star, I don't want to see that. Just being honest.
Right.
The upper echelon of each thing, like these are, grand prize winners of the years, turned it. Their name is synonymous with the category. Like you can't leave their name out. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of, that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could literally, I hate this because as y'all know, I could name each house and I could be like, I can name the ones
we know what you mean.
Yeah, but I don't want to, I want them to know for themselves and then pick the people. And I don't want to say the names and then they think, oh, they want them to win. You know what I'm saying? But,
we don't do that over here, regardless of what the people think.
No,
I know, but I know that. But shout out to the houses, and that's what I
want.
We
are very fair. Okay, yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, so that's what I want to see in regards to that. While we're here, wait, two more things I want to do while we're on the phone, just because we're here. Real quick, because somebody hit me up. Sutan brought up Sex Siren. We have Sex Siren and Body as a House. Shout out to Queen Mother for writing this one. Fire and Desire. In order to rise from its own ashes, a phoenix first must burn. Octavia Butler quoted that. Tonight you hail from the ultimate kingdom of sex, burning up the ballroom floor with desire, passion, and seduction. Bring forth 5 to 8 of your best body and sex sirens. Show us why your kingdom alone will rise above all and leave the rest in ashes. The look is entirely up to you, but it must be cohesive, sexy, lustful, and most of all, extreme decimation. Your house must have a combination of sickening sex sirens and devastating bodies. Your kingdom is open to all, and it includes cis women, femme queen, butch queens, and trans men. 5,000 in trophy. This is pretty much. Now listen.
I like that.
The legendary overall father Sutan, Prince Rebel, Lady Kitten, motherfucker Lana Father Arnaz, fucking Malibu Marcus the Great, this year. I mean, I'm not. Yes, the icon himself, the blueprint, the fucking iconic perfect king. I mean,
it goes on and on and on and on.
This is one of our bread and butters. This represent. So we want to see that. So it's pretty much up to y'all, but you must have a mixture of body of genders and bodies and sex sirens, the best of the best. Look is up to y'all. 5,000. Come and bring us something sexy. Bring us something that it's going to shake the runway. That's what we want to see. The runners of the house. I'm more excited now for this category, especially after seeing this weekend for the best dressed realness. Runners at the house, best of the best dressed, 18th dynasty. Just as the phoenix rose from the ashes, Will you rise above your fear of change? Bring us a cohesive best dressed ensemble with your realest butch queens, femme queens, drags, and trans men. Incorporate any combination of diverse realness into your team, or bring us a team of a single shared realness identity. Just be done and most of all, real. 5,000. Shout out to every gentleman that walked this past weekend. Y'all looked amazing. Y'all looked great. A lot of
Yes.
y'all was your first time even venturing outside of a category, outside of
Mm.
it, and y'all really showed up and showed out. I don't care what no one says or feels or thinks. Y'all showed up from the
Yes.
jackets to the furs, jackets, coats,
Yes.
accessories, hats.
Accessory.
They was giving it.
I was,
Yes,
and I was just like, for
Just
me,
one
like, I was like,
that
yeah, like for me, I was like, it was an elevated ballroom moment for me.
Yeah.
Watching it, you know what I'm saying? As an audience member, I was like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was so grateful to be in the space and to witness the category. It was
Oh
really dope.
yeah.
I love
and
it.
then let's talk about the realness portion. Shout out all the houses that walked this past weekend. Realness as a house. Shout out to the iconic House of Prodigy. It was.
I,
It
yeah,
was.
I got chills. I got chills. I got
Oh,
You
we
got
started
chill?
that ceremony and he started like reciting his I got chills. I almost started fucking crying. I swear to God I did. I really did. It was
The,
so beautiful.
the music choice,
Mm.
how the ladies, everything about it, I love. So I need to see realness and best dress. Like I need y'all to really gag us. Like those houses that, like how y'all gagged a lot of people with this best dress. I want to see y'all gag the people for as a house. You know what I'm saying? I know many houses. I mean, I can already think of Lanvin's. You know, they got a tons of real fucking people, and they best dress is their forte. The Mugler's, you know, Prodigy's are good at putting stuff. You know, I could just go down. Ebony's can come back. You know, it's a lot of houses that could really come and like devour this category.
Mhm.
So I want to see y'all really come and bring that truthfully. So come and slaughter that, please. We ask of you. And just to touch on this in the name of the iconic father and queen mother, um, for performance at the house is a little different this time. It is going to be open to all male figure and female figure iconic and legendary performance as a house cabal. You are a group of deadly assassins sent to obliterate the Phoenix. You each have a deadly arsenal of all the elements, precision, and most of all, performance. And a group of four, only four.
Only four?
Yes, not three, not five, not six, not two, four. I'm
Got it.
sorry to say to you, I understand things happen. We all know. I know both of y'all been on things happen. People phone. I am sorry if somebody does not show up. You can't walk. It's four people in a group of four, in all black with a color accent of your choice. Very simple. All black, black and red are house color, black and purple, black, whatever. Black with an accent color. Come and slaughter all the competition until the last house is left. We are looking for stamina. We're looking for energy. We're looking for take no prisoners. You're coming to eat, and we're looking for legends. Your team must all be legendary or iconic for performance. Vogue Femme, Twisters, women's and drag, and female figures that are legendary. No legendary or iconic femme queen performers. Y'all have your own category. Femme queens have their own category that night. So legendary, if you're deemed for legendary female figure performance, yes, you can walk. If you are deemed for legendary, iconic, or legendary femme queen performance, you cannot walk this. You have your own category. So again, this is for the between Vogue femmes that are legendary or iconic, the twisters, the women, drags, or ones that are deemed for female figure performance. No legendary iconic femme queen performers.
Got it.
It's pretty simple. And
Yep.
come in Vogue down. We are having Room B again. Room B, we know a lot. We have a lot of as a house categories. We have certain grand prize. Room B will be going on. Somebody gave me a great suggestion. The commentator we will be in contact so that way anyone in the main room knows what category is going on in Room B. That category is open to all categories. Those are for people for their help their trophies for of the years. Everything in that room is simple. Bring it in red and black. Bring it in our house colors. Alpha Omegas would only be judging that room. There will only be Alpha Omegas judging that room. Those categories are open to all performance, open to all realness, open to all sex siren, open to all body, open to all runway, and bizarre. Each of those categories are $500, and in that room, the house with the most trophies will receive $2,025. So you have 3.5 months to please organize team leaders in your house that will handle whatever participants are going to be walking in that room. So
That's
please.
a good deal.
Love it.
The people liked that room last year, right?
Yeah, the people that was in there, I guess. Listen, I'm just glad that this we're properly planned for it now because, as you know, everything that happened. I don't even want to talk about that. But moving forward, that's
Yeah, PTSD, honey.
I
Don't
do.
trip, honey. Please don't trip.
But I can't really see stuff on the live. Hold on. I love the Prodigy production. Watching Orlando, love this. Hey Aoki, Javon always at that pop lock and dip. Love you, mother. Okay, go get that. Oh, okay. I can't really see comments. I don't know if I'm missing something. If y'all can see stuff. Wait, let me go
I can't
back.
see anything because I'm on
I can't
this.
see shit.
Yeah.
I'm on Zoom.
Well,
You know, fuck is your time. So I'm gonna see what questions are here that can be answered. It's not because I guess because we're on Zoom. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah. So that's where we will be doing a live next week. This ball, okay. Y'all know me. I finished 95% of my balls. I don't play that. I know how it is. This ball will finish. I will be the first one to say I know things happen, but I was furious last weekend. This ball will finish. I don't care. The ball will start on time. It will be
Right.
earlier. Um, yes, the ball is not going to be the time restrictions we had last year due to what they sprung on us, but this ball will start on time. We will have all of these things. And that's just
Absolutely.
that. I'm not playing that.
Absolutely.
People come to
Absolutely.
travel. Yeah. Even like with Sutan, he spent a lot of money in his look last week and he didn't get a chance to work. We had a lot of members as well. So we're going to make sure this ball finishes, that everybody can come out, whoever's choosing to come and support us, that you get to walk your category and have a great time because I know how imperative it is that people that travel, especially to New York City, is not cheap and you come in to have a great time and a great weekend. And that's just that. The following night, I'm having the 5th annual BrtbTV Awards Ball. Every year, you know, we all balls in the channel. You get your of the years. Very much looking forward to that. The grand prize is the next day. It's already posted. I'll be discussing that on a separate live. This ball will start and end on time. Again, this ball will start and end on time. We will be having a grand march. It will be a very short, beautiful, sweet, to the point, efficient, impactful grand march. Our awards will be all given out in the beginning of the night after that, and then we will proceed with the ball. Once the ball is flowing, that's how it's going to be. It's not going to be any unnecessary interruptions. Anything that y'all would like to add to anything I said?
I
No.
think you said it all.
Okay. Yeah, y'all know Sutan ready to get off, y'all. You already know. You know, you know, Sutan, he's
You
ready.
got
He's ready to he ready to fly the coop, y'all. He ready to get up off here.
I'm
But
ready for a
yes.
smoke break.
But yes, shout out to the sponsors. We thank you from YouTube to Dr.
Thank
Al
you.
to MyRock to Sony to Mr. Coleman. Oh,
Thank you.
shout out to Alex, to Sony, to
Thank
Sean
you.
Coleman. Transman Realness, Point Blank Realness is 5,025. Very excited. Point Blank Realness, no pushing, no talking, no yelling.
Thank you.
We want to see realness. I love you, sincere. We love you. We want to see realness. I don't want to see
Right.
none of that pushing, none of that shoving, none of that talking shit. We want to see you say it point blank realness for each one, whether you're
Talk
a trans man
less.
whether you're a trans man schoolboy, whether you're a trans man executive, point blank realness. You step up there and that line behind you, you shut the fuck up and your realness speaks for itself. That's what we
That's
want to
right.
see. And then the winner of that, after those winners, one will be awarded as of now $5,025.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. Would you guys all like to close with something while we get off here for the night?
We want everybody to come on, have a good time. Looking forward to see you all. That's all I have to say.
Short and sweet. All right, Ronaldo.
Just thank y'all.
What's up, JBs?
Thank y'all for supporting us.
Yes.
We appreciate the love.
Yes.
all the feedback, all the criticism. We really appreciate it because real though, it really pushes us to work harder and to dig
That's
deeper.
right.
So, thank y'all for that. And let's come out and have a good time and send the
Love you,
love.
Ava.
That's right. Thank you, brother.
Queen Mother.
You know me, I'm a deep bitch. So
Come on, bring
How
it.
deep are we talking?
very deep. But
Oh, oh.
hey, you know, 2025 is going to be a very uncertain, we're going into a very uncertain time and uncertain place. And I just want to encourage everyone, as we've always been, Ballroom was birthed out of oppression, and resistance. So
Right.
Ballroom will definitely stand the test of time. We have gone through so much. We have gone through an AIDS epidemic, a COVID epidemic. I mean, we have been hit with so many different things, substance use, you name it, every single thing.
Mental health issues.
Right. And we continue to rise and we continue to press on and we continue to be there for each other as a community. So I just want to encourage everyone to just stay strong and stay vigilant. Encourage yourselves, love on each other.
Yes.
Really lean into community, especially at this time. All that bullshit that we go through or whatever, at the end of the day, it's not necessary, it's not important. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, it's love. Love is what's important, and that's what's going to continue to get us through. So that's it.
Yes, we love you, Misha.
Yeah.
I love you.
Come on, Ma. That's
We
what I'm
love
talking
you.
about, baby.
Oh, I love you.
I would like to
Top
also shout out.
founder.
I would like to shout out to my whole house. We also the current house of the year. Thank you so much. Shout out to these 40 people that have graced the floor, represented, that have traveled, that have done their thing. They've
Yes.
won. Shout out to all the talent that's here. I
Yes.
am
We love
appreciative of
y'all.
every
And
single one of these individuals.
Thank y'all.
We love and adore you, and I'm very appreciative of every single one of these members that are here that represent in whatever way that is, whether on the floor, behind the scenes, and just as a family, as a unit. And I'm very appreciative of that. This came into my life at the right time, so I'm always going to be very appreciative, deeply of that, and I mean that. Somebody actually just asked me about tables. There are no VIP tables left. Their table chart is on Facebook. Only thing left are standards and a couple back tables. Please inbox me if you're trying to get it as soon as possible before they're all gone. And that is just that. So yeah, we will schedule maybe for next Tuesday or Wednesday for next week. It will be us, and we'll go over all the categories and any questions. So if you have any questions, we will promote that live so you guys will know the exact time. And we're looking forward to that. And again, thank you so much. Alpha Omega Phoenix weekend is 222 and 223, 222 and 223,
Go.
2025. Again, we are celebrating our 5-year anniversary, and we are very appreciative and thankful. So love you guys and gals. I love y'all so much.
Love y'all.
I love you too,
Peace.
Meeka. I love you too, Meeka. I love you too. Bye.
Bye.